Good morning, happy 420, everybody. Welcome to the Manufactured Home Show. Already spilled coffee right here, right before I started, so I'm off to a flying start. Welcome. We're sponsored by ManufacturedHomemart.com, the premier online store for manufactured housing. Thank you so much for being here on April the 20th, 2011. Let's get right to the headlines. There's virtually no preparation, as you know. So much of what happens right here on the Manufactured Home Show, which is completely free and completely, how can I put this? Uh, well, we're devoid of preparation. We'll just put it that way. But for now, that's the way it's got to be. I certainly don't have enough time to get too much into my preparedness. So we're going to go straight to the headlines. That's part of what I like about what we're doing lately too. The show seems to get off to a fun start. So let's get right to some of the headlines from USA Today. The very first thing that I see is the Department of Homeland Security is unveiling its new two-level terror alert system today. How about that? If you remember, we will have the color-coded one. Yellow, orange, red, so on and so forth. So we did away with the colors because, well, it was too confusing, right? The colors. So now we only have a two-level threat system. 1. Elevated. Warns of a credible terrorist threat against the United States. 2. Imminent. Warns of a credible, specific, and impending terrorist threat against the United States. That's the two levels, folks. Rest comfortably, America. What does this mean? On USA Today and so many of the online publications, they have little comments, and people write, and sometimes I even do it because I think it's fun, or maybe I want to say something. But I thought this guy wrote something funny. He says, once again, like the color-coded alert, what am I supposed to do? Stay home from work, don't leave the house, evacuate public places, get my gun, what? If I am not supposed to do anything, then don't alert me. I agree. Uh, what this says is, and I know that's what they mean, from the Department of Homeland Security, is that we're supposed to be ever vigilant now. In other words, we're supposed to constantly live in fear. I'm not subscribing to that. Everybody else can watch the codes, whether they were color coded or two threats. I'm living my life, so I don't know what you guys are going to do. I'm not worried about terrorists. Because if I was president, I will wipe the slate clean of those freaking guys right now. I don't care what country they're in. Pakistan, Afghanistan, this stand, that stand. Gone. We won't be worrying about it. And we won't be worrying about these freaking countries in the Middle East either. Getting on my cowboy today, boy. I tell you, if I was president. Okay, let's go over to CNN. CNN, okay, let me just play this clip that I have not heard, and if it plays a commercial, I'm gonna talk over it. Hold on.
The so-called birther bill was aimed at President Barack Obama, born in Hawaii, but skeptics think he may have been born in Kenya.
If he doesn't have anything to hide, then they should have just did this a long time ago.
It's nonsense because, if you're going to be the president, it's because you love America.
Arizona's so concerned with, illegal immigrants and everything. If they're so concerned about that, we really should be concerned about our president, too.
But Governor Brewer vetoed the bill, saying there are more important issues to deal with, like the economy, the budget, and creating jobs.
I did the right thing, but doing the right things almost always means doing the hard thing.
I'm disappointed. To run for the legislature, I have to file paperwork and I have to go out and gather.
Yeah, you have to do that. You're probably a communist. This guy, look at this guy's mustache. Anybody who wears a mustache like that in 2011, something's definitely wrong there. Well, anyway, I don't have to play anymore. I mean, I can't believe it. props, Jam Brewer. I think you got the golf clap yesterday, but you get the golf clap of the day again because my God, you used rational thoughts. Good job. I mean, the birther bill is dumb. Let's get off of that. That was fun. Just play the clip and react. Okay, MSNBC. I'm looking at the front page. You know, basically what's happening is that it's the year anniversary of the Gulf oil spill, and this will lead me over. I'll go ahead and talk about Piers because it relates there. But wow, you know, there's a very nasty looking bird covered with oil on the shore. That's the front page of MSNBC.com. But I think we'll all agree that it's a horrible disaster. And man, I hope we can do everything to prevent this stuff from happening. Think about what the world's been going through lately. Got this oil spill last year, now this year, the leaking nuclear waste into the ocean and into the atmosphere and from Japan. It's amazing our world can keep going. Get some credibility to that 2012 thing. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to read the article or go into it, but everybody, you know, it's been a year. Now, Piers Morgan, here's how I was going to segue into Piers Morgan, is he had the guy from BP that's in charge of distributing the money, the $20 billion that BP put aside for basically making it right with everyone that was affected. And I guess to date, according to those guys yesterday, CNN, Piers Morgan, they paid out about $4 billion. So that leaves $16 billion to go. And I want to give some props to Piers. I gave him a little bit of a hard time on one of my earlier webcasts. But right now, I'm going to give some props to Piers because he really pressed the guy because he's the guy in charge of spreading the money. Now, I know it's probably a difficult process and will take time. However, what Piers was saying is that there's real people and they really could use some cashola right now. They're on the ground. They're trying to live their lives. They've been deeply affected. And I could not agree more. So, guy from BP writing the checks, warm up the wrist, buddy. Start writing some checks. I agree. Good job, Piers Morgan. Let that guy have it. Tell him to start paying up. $4 billion out of $20 billion a year later. I agree. Speed up the process. I'm sure it's complicated and things take time, but come on, man, start writing checks. Okay, so that was Piers too. I'll quickly go to my local news. Oh, wait a minute. Something made me want to talk about Taco Bell because they dropped the lawsuit. Remember some dudes came up with the idea, okay, we're going to sue Taco Bell because their beef is not real. And then basically Taco Bell won because those people dropped the lawsuit. But I don't know if you ever saw this commercial. It airs on YouTube. I don't know where else it airs, but this is the silliest commercial. It's like made in like the 60s and 70s cartoon vein.
When hunger calls, when flavor falls, when value equals lame, call on Taco Bell's super delicious ingredient force, defenders of taste buds throughout the United States and Canada. Here in the executive rental offices of Taco Bell's Fortress of Flavor, the greatest ingredient-based superheroes of all time fight against flavor's most notorious foes.
Like a hamburger.
Pummeling puny portions.
It kicks the hamburger in the butt. Some hot dogs.
Eliminating lame leftovers and destroying flavorless food. Yet they also maintain a healthy work-life balance through exercise, screen time, game playing, and companionship. But can it last? Oh, snap. Are the forces against value too powerful? Will flavor be lost forever? Will the super delicious ingredient force prevail? Find out now by watching their epic episodes at TacoBell.com/SDIN.
The fact that the Taco Bell, just that people must be eating ungodly amounts of Taco Bell. The fact that all these fast food places can exist, not just Taco Bell, but all of them, is just a true testament to how just little we care about ourselves and our diet. We want food now, and we don't care what's in it. So just give it to me. Just give it to me now. I've got to throw it down and be on with my life. And that's what it's come to. I mean, we'll watch throwback commercials from Taco Bell. They got enough money and time and energy to create this type of stuff. And all of them do. And Coke and Pepsi and Pizza Hut and freaking, you name it, Taco Bell, Whataburger, McDonald's, all of them, man. They got deep, deep pockets to get into our psyche. Why can't we get that going with manufactured homes, man? We need to, this is creative right here. Hey, did you ever see this commercial?
No.
I'm on the air, by the way. The Taco Bell one?
No.
Look at this real fast. Ah, crap. Okay, well, I'll show it to you. All right, I'll show it to you after. I'm almost done. Let me see if anybody's looking for me live here. We're good. Hey, you never know. I am developing an audience, babe. I am having more views than ever with my web show. Because of you, you haven't even come in and done anything. I've been doing this. And by the way, everybody knows how much it sucks doing this solo. I don't have anybody to talk to, except for now. Thank you for doing it. The dog? The dog is sleeping. I was going to bring the dog in to co-host, actually, but she's sleeping. So the dog will be the new co-host. I don't need a human. She'll be more fun than anybody else. Okay. I got one. Okay, the last bit of headline news that I'm going to go to today. I always lastly go to my local news, and the thing that I pulled out for today was the second shot stun gun has now hit the market. Taser International, you know what I'm talking about, the stun gun. You know what I mean, right, babe? Taser, bzz, shock people. So now it's like I'm looking at the picture of it. It's like basically a double barrel shot, a double barrel taser. It's got two things. So anyway, it says here Taser International is introducing a new stun gun today that is capable of second shots in case law enforcement officers miss the first time, or they need to hit more than one person, or maybe hit the same person twice. How about that? I've seen people not go down when they've been hit by these things. So anyway, way to go, Taser International. That's exactly what the world needed, was a double barrel taser gun. Right, Hud? Oh, shocking. Okay, I'm done for the day. I've got nothing that I'm going to in terms of manufactured housing today, other than to say, you're not being loud enough. Can you clang some more things together during my professional webcast? This is a professional webcast happening here. Yeah, and by the way, I'm for hire. I could be a great local broadcaster or national broadcaster. I'm applying for, these are the jobs that I've applied for. Sirius XM broadcaster. The Regis chair, I should take over for Regis. The Aflac duck. What else? I don't know. That's good enough. I'm gonna get a job in broadcasting. I've had enough of this unprofessionalism around here. I'm gonna take my act big time. Okay? This is the respect level that I command. Okay. What was I gonna? I was gonna plug manufacturedhomemart.com. I think that's all I was gonna do. Manufacturedhomemart.com. Premier online store for manufactured housing. I guess really quickly we'll say the Congress and Expo is coming in Vegas, April 26th through 28th. That's congressandexpo.com. Great Southwest Home Show, big event as well. think that's the April 28th through May 1st, Tulsa, Oklahoma. MHAO.org. So plug those 2 events. And thank you so much for being here today. Appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow, Thursday, for the Big Wig Cast. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.